gonna need another brush. I've had this one for like several years. How do I have a knot? My aunt didn't realize how much the hair dye was because I need 2 to dye my hair because my hair is like down to my butt. And so when I sent her a screenshot of the 2 wet dyes in my cart on the Walmart website, it was like around $26.90 something. So I would have to get money for my hair too again. Go in the hole! I should not put that there. Okay. Where's my brush? Oh. How did it get all over? Thank you, my dad. Sorry. Hi. Sorry, my dad called. I'm pretty sure my curling iron's not supposed to be smelling like smoke when I haven't even used it and when it's not even burning anything. How are you knotted already? Hi. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to find a way to get money to buy bleach for my hair. I think I also need 2 of those, along with the white when I wanted to do my hair, because my aunt didn't realize how much it was. Thank you. And my aunt is the lady that I was filming last night when she was trying to sell candy. Why do I have a giant knot in the back of my head? That's what I feel. Oh, there it is. Ow. I also got dowsing rods that decided not to work, except for my aunt. My aunt asked if Alexandria, aka me, was a demon. And it's crossed, which usually means yes, and open means no. It crossed. Probably because I have an attachment that's evil. I could explain the thing from when I was 9. And my aunt's gonna probably buy me more makeup because turns out makeup expires and I never knew that. So the makeup I've been wearing this year has been from like 3-4 years ago. I didn't know they expired. Darlene never told me anything. Sorry, I was in a seizure. I'm supposed to have been my hair off from going in a seizure while combing my hair. Hello, Gabriel. Come on. Sorry, seizure. Otherwise I still have my hair. See, this is how long my hair is. Like that in my butt. Mom would always cut my bangs, which would make it look like I have a mullet, and I would get bullied for it so much. Until I was 16, I told her in front of my boyfriend, family, I'm not gonna let you cut my bangs anymore because I'm getting bullied about it, and all she ever cares about is herself, so she would try to say, no, I'm gonna be cutting it every time, once a month. If she kept on doing that, my hair would be this long because my bangs was like up here, and then it became like down here within like 3 weeks, and my hair started growing because I don't understand that part. My hair was like down to here, or down to here. Whenever she would cut my hair, my bangs like how she was bent. So supposedly my bangs are what was keeping my hair from not growing, which is weird. That's what I noticed. My dad saw photos of me as a kid. For people who joined and is seeing me for the first time, I'm epileptic and I'm also adopted due to my mom trying to us. I have 7 other siblings biologically and in my adopted family. So makes that 17 kids in the family. No, 16 kids in the family. Wait, what? No! 14 siblings. Because I'm both a sibling in the family of 8. I got 2 siblings from my dad's side, and then I got seven on my mom's side. And I grew up in an abusive household. We'll get beaten by brooms, which when I was at summer school, it cut this part of my eye. And the school asked me what happened, and I said, I'm not allowed to tell you, just to give them a hint it happened at home. The cops showed up. They didn't do nothing because they didn't care about me or anyone. Because Matthew, who's an African American, turns out if I say the word black, I get called racist, which I used to grow up calling African Americans just black, not knowing there was another word for it. But he would be excluded out of school by cops every single day since I was 5. I remember one time we had to pick him up. It was a J school in Maine. We don't live on there anymore. Thank God, because my biological mom lives there, and I hate her so much. But he hit a female teacher. That's what I heard. I was only 5. I also have anger issues, but I haven't smashed any holes in the walls this time. Since I moved out of that hellhole. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to put my golds in a ponytail so I won't fuck them up. But I won't fuck them up either way. I'm gonna make a sandwich. Dad says I could have one. Okay. Yeah. So I grew up in a house where they would always fight. Cops would be always called. No one would love each other. When I was 5, tell me if it's okay for this. When I was 5, I started choking to death on ramen noodles for lunch, and one time on a penny because I dropped it in my mouth when I was 5. My siblings were fighting. My mom was fighting. My adopted dad was fighting. I don't call him dad. I call him Gary. Now, since I was 13. They didn't see me choking. But for some reason, I knew exactly what to do to make me stop choking. I was like doing this, trying to make it come back up. It wouldn't. So I had to shove my tiny hand down my throat and manually take it out. I still ate it afterwards. But I literally had to manually take the noodle out of my throat so I wouldn't die. No one noticed that. And so whenever I tell people that, whenever I would tell Darlene that, she would think I'm lying, because whenever I told the truth, it's apparently lying. And whenever I lie about something, it's the truth. I found that out. Because I would try to tell Mom the truth about something about Hannah being like smoking or hooking up with guys at the age of 13. Oh, you're lying. But when I'm lying about me stealing something from the store, like, yes, I stole this from the store, apparently Mom would take that as a truth. And with the penny that I was choking on, it was midnight, so everyone was sleeping. I had a headboard on my bed. I had a penny there, and I was playing with it. And I like to stick everything in my mouth. I still do to this day. I don't know why. It's a habit. Like, it's not like those tiny things. I would just put my remote or my phone in my mouth and then just start chewing. I don't know why. I would also suck the remote like a pacifier. I don't know why. But I was playing with a penny at midnight. Me and Hannah were sharing a room. Because I was a kid. And we were living in a Maple House. The one where I found 2 dead people when I was 5. And my African American siblings, which I had 3, lived in the attic. I slept with Hannah in her room till my bedroom was ready. So I was playing with a penny, and my intrusive thoughts got to me. I put it in my mouth. It fell all the way right here, and I had to get out of bed to help myself. No one knew anything. No one was awake. No one pays attention to me. No one ever loved me, actually. I had to punch my chest just for the penny to come right out, and it worked. Oh, and Hannah also tried to drown me at 5, so I almost died 3 fucking times. Sorry, Cedar. What was I saying? Crap. What was I saying? Yeah, so when I was 5, I almost had technically I had 3 near-death experience. Twice from almost choking to death. in 2008, which I was 5. This was before my seizures even started. Because they started when I was 5, but this was like around summertime. But my seizures started like probably around Thanksgiving, because that's when my dizzy spell started. I think there should be a full moon coming soon, because full moons trigger my seizures. And I've been having a lot. Hey, if anyone wants to do research, check when the full moon's coming by so I could be prepared. Because that just means I'm going to have a lot more seizures. These are the triggers to my seizures now. It used to be screens, because it would always trigger my dizziness. But since I wouldn't listen to the doctor, and it would be on my lead pad or TV or computer at school for hours to do NWEA testing, I got used to it, so now I can just be on my phone, on my laptop, on anything electronic. That hurt. What noise was that just made? I can be on it all day without getting dizzy. I just have random dizzy spells now. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. Okay. That shit hurt. I started watching The Society. Do you will? Okay, I not actually said this on YouTube, but no, I don't wear diapers because of my seizures. I have absent seizures, so I do not have accidents. I've only had accidents for my seizures twice, but not this year. It was 4th grade, I think, because I was still in elementary school. It was at Bible church. I was wearing jeans. Yes, I was wearing jeans. We were outside playing with this thing with the colors where you throw it up and someone goes under, pulling the other side, like you have to run under and go to the other side. I went in a seizure, and all of a sudden I feel wetness running down my leg, and I decided to touch my butt, and it was soaked, and I was like, Pastor Shannon, I have to pee, can I go? And she said yes, so I walked backwards, back towards the church, because we were outside, and I went to Hannah, and told her that I peed myself. Okay. But the most recent one that happened, I just brushed my coal, was 2021. I came home from school. I had to pee really bad because the teachers never allowed us to go pee. So we had a bathroom, one down where Hannah's room was, one in my mom's room, which my mom's room was closer to my room. I wanted to go in there. I went in the bathroom, pulled down my pants, and before I could even pull down my undergarments, I ended up going in the seizure and peeing myself then. And to be honest, I don't wear diapers. I wore diapers till I was 14 because my bladder, I couldn't control my bladder at nighttime. So yes, I used to wear diapers till I was 14. People think it's weird. But the thing is, I wanted to take them off when I was 10 because I wasn't peeing the bed. But of course, Darlene had control over that. So Darlene had control over that, and she forced me to wear diapers till I was 14, even though I wasn't wetting the bed. Hi. So yeah. People are saying that technically that's like, I don't know what it's called, like stalk syndrome thing or whatever, whenever your parents force you to do things. I'm going to recall this. Like, wear diapers, take medicine you don't need. Which, the medicine that I was supposed to take was my seizure medicine and my anger issue medicine when I was 5. No, I'm just bored. I'm home alone. I was gonna comb my hair yesterday. No. Sunday because... no. I was gonna do it Monday. Yesterday. Because I thought I was gonna get my hair dyed. That's why I didn't do it. But my aunt can't afford the dye right now, and I'm gonna have to figure out how to get money for that. There is ways to make money, but those ways are not good, and I don't want to be considered my mom. Like OF, you can make money. Corn, but without the C and replace it with a P, you can make money, but I'm not doing that. That's nasty. I don't care if people do it, but I wouldn't do it. I'm having a fight with this. And also, you could actually make money if you send inappropriate photos to people, but I'd rather not do that either. This message is held for review. Do you have a life alert or a service drive seizure while you're home alone? No, because I have absence seizures, so my heart does not stop, and I don't know about that part, but I'm deaf and blind when I'm in one. That's how I know I just had one. That's how in my videos when I have one I'll be like, oh, I just had a seizure because I'm blind and deaf when I have them, which is kind of cool. Not cool for deaf or blind people, but it's cool that, yeah. So I don't have any of that because they're not the ones where you fall to the ground and shake. I don't even have that. Your hair looks amazing, by the way. Thank you. I really want to see this message. It's under review. No, don't go to OF. You'd slay without it. Why was that under review? Okay then. Yeah, I wouldn't do OF anyways. My sister does that. I know that because she mentioned it and Darlene was mad. I don't know if she still does it though. Yeah. People that are 18, no, or younger than 18, like minors, would do it and lie about the age. With me, I have lied about my age on apps, but it wasn't corn apps. I can say the actual P word, because I don't want to get in trouble. But I lied on dating apps, saying I was 18 when I was 17. I am turning 23 May 10th, which is Mother's Day, by the way. But I expect to be forgotten on that day like I always am. My birthday is a few years. Every few years on Mother's Day. My mother's dead. My other mother abandoned me. I have a stepmom now. But she doesn't count Mother's Day as a holiday or celebration. She just counts it as any other day because she still has to work. I don't know if she has to work on my birthday, but I wanted to go to this restaurant, but it's not open on Sundays, which Mother's Day's on Sundays. So we're gonna be going the day before. Depends on what day I get dizzy, because if I get dizzy one day, we can go the next. So yeah, I don't have a service dog because I do have a dog, but he can't be a service dog because he's too hyper. I want a service dog, but I was told by which is now my ex, best friend, that Yorkies cannot be service dogs. I'm gonna kill that one, but I don't understand why, because they are dogs and we can just train them. But this dog I have, Prince, I was playing with him while I was at camp. I never been camping, and that's where my dad was living in 2022. I was playing tug with him with a rope, because he's the one, so we have to put him on a chain, so he won't get one over. But people put dogs on chains just to like hurt the dogs, like to keep them there. We don't do that. If he wants to come in while he's on a chain, we'll let him in. And when it's summertime, he'll be on there laying on the ground. And we leave the door open. If he wants to come in, he can come in. How the hell did I? Okay. Okay, that just made me laugh. I might have a hard time understanding you, because English ain't my first language. Oh, English is my first language. I suck at like different languages. Let's just turn this white here on the sink so it won't catch anything if I want. Leave my bush though. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. If you don't understand me, you don't understand me. It's fine. I'm not mean. Well, kind of. But not to like people who don't understand things. Like, people think I'm mean because I have anger issues. They think that I bully like autistic people, Down syndrome people. They even think I abuse animals because of my anger issues. No, never done that. Maybe when I was a kid, but I was 5. But I wouldn't do that because when I was 5, I didn't understand what was good and what was bad because I grew up in an abusive, bad household. But this is my dog I have right now. Ooh. Hey, Prince. Come here. Hi. Ooh. Okay, hold on. Prince. You're a good boy? You're a good boy? Let's move that so it won't be on YouTube. You're a good boy? You're a good boy. Yeah, you are. I'm from the United States. You're a good boy, baby. I would offer you a banana, but I think Dad put them in the freezer because the peeling fell off of them. The peeling started peeling off of the bananas. We don't know how. Because I wasn't. No. Nope. That's not allowed to be on YouTube, so I'm not gonna play that audio. Yeah, his name is Prince, and in human years, he's about my age, which is 22. But he's like 5, 6 in dog age? I don't know. My hands are sticky for some reason from just doing my hair. Conditioner. That's concerning. Yeah. So yeah, I want to have a service dog, but it's gonna be like a lot of paperwork. And plus this dog, he doesn't know how big he is, so there is a chance if I do get a dog with him in the house, there is a chance he might try to play with the dog. I want a female dog because people voted for me to name them Luna or Molly. I just had a shower at 6 and it was still like a little wet, but not like wet for it to like uncold like last time. But whenever I use like conditioner, my hands are sticky, and I'm OCD. People think OCD is where you want to stay clean and stuff. Like clean your room, keep it clean. Yes, it is that, but there's a thing. There's a different. It is OCD still, but with my OCD, I have to have my room messy, because if I put things away, I don't know where they are. My room is technically packed because my dad had to fix my ceiling and my floor. And because we moved into this house, so the insulation was, my room was full of insulation and it was leaking and stuff. So I had to pack my room to move everything out so they could fix my room, which took like 2 hours, 3 hours for them to do. And then I put everything back, but they're still in boxes. And with my OCD, I have to have an even number of everything. Like when I was counting, when I first got here in 2024, I was counting my cutters. I had 3 cutters, and I was like, "Hey, Dad, do you have one more cutter? Because this is an uneven number. I need a 4th one." And then my stepmom was like, "You know what's that called? What's that called? OCD." I found my paperwork in a folder. Apparently I have DID, which is a personality disorder. Like, I'll be like, "Hey, I'm Alexandria Pike," and then I'll switch up and say, "Oh, I'm Caitlin, and I'm a demon," and stuff. The thing is, I don't do that. They diagnosed me that when I was a kid. A kid who liked playing imaginary, who liked playing, who actually seen ghosts. But they just decided, "Oh, I'm DID. I have DID because of that." What? I was a kid. I was watching a crime video, and this girl unalived her ex-girlfriend with her boyfriend. And she was just trying, because to get off the hook, she would try to get, I want to look up DID, and Diddy popped up. Dissociative identity disorder. This girl said that that's what she had, which she did not. They checked. She just wanted to not go to jail for murder. So she was like, there's this one. I don't remember the names. But the thing is, I think they might have diagnosed me with that because I might have probably had it when I was a kid. My biological mom, has personality identity disorder. So where did the DID come from? So I might have had that when I was a kid, to be honest, but I don't remember anything. Apparently it's a mental health condition. But I was a kid, so I'm pretty sure I shouldn't have been diagnosed with that. I was also diagnosed at the age of 5 with anger issues. I had to take pills. With me, I can't take pills. So Darlene, my adopted mom, had to shove the pills down my mouth. But the thing is, I would not be able to swallow it because I can't swallow things anymore. Like with me, I had to do this while eating to swallow it. I was gonna make a sandwich. I forgot. I'll do that later. For a snack. I had to eat it like this for it to go down. But with the pills, if it was birth control pill, Mom had to crush it up. I was on birth control for 3 months. Because if you are an adult and have kids that are teens and on birth control, if it's the pill and non-anger issue medicine, warning to you parents, mental phenidate is the anger issue medicine I was on when I was 16. Thank you for the sub. But birth control pill and methylphenidate, one, I don't remember how that one's pronounced, will trigger your anger and get in the way of their medicine. Because my anger issue medicine was not working when I was on birth control. It made me stronger and made me more angrier. So I was 16, I put a hole in the wall, which is normal for me. Turn on the bell icon, I'll know every time you come live. Okay. I started going live more often. I think I stopped doing that like after my mom died, my adopted one. Hey, I saw a video yesterday on TikTok. They were like, if you have your mom do this and you're grown, it's time for you to start doing this kind of stuff. It was a TikTok video. It was fucking funny. And all I heard was, if you have your mom doing your laundry and you're over the age of 16, you better start learning because you shouldn't say you don't know how to do laundry. And I commented, joke's on you. My mom is dead. My other mom disowned me on Christmas Eve, 2022. I think she read it, but she never said anything. With my seizures, I can't do anything wide with my seizures. Like, I can be on electronics all day now without it triggering my dizziness. My seizures don't get triggered by the lights. Like, flashing lights is okay, but I have to be home to watch, like, Stranger Things with the flashing lights, that kind of lights, and maximum wide with the flashing lights at the end. I have to be home because if it makes me dizzy, I can just be in my bed laying down. Because that's what happens with flashing lights with me. They don't trigger my seizures. They do not give me a grand mal seizure, which people don't seem to understand that. My stepmom is scared when we told her one time I was helping Dad build the doghouse for this dog, and I had a hammer, and she was like, she shouldn't be touching tools. I was in woodworking when I was in 8th grade, and they knew I had seizures. The only things I'm not allowed to touch with seizures that I don't want to touch is the ones with blades. Like, there was this thing where there would be like a board underneath, but it would have a saw and it would go like this. It wasn't like, it was a blade. It was like a stick with just thorns going down into the board. I do not like to touch sharp stuff except if it's knives, if it's something for me to eat. Why would I want to eat knives? That came out totally wrong. I meant when we are eating and I need to have a knife, I would use knife. With my seizures, yeah, I'm pretty sure knives are not edible. I'm pretty sure they are more deadly. Yeah. So, I don't touch sharp stuff. Like, with me, I can't live on my own. Mom has called the cops on me because of my angers, and they said that I wouldn't be able to live on my own because of my seizures. Because my seizures tends to have a thing about wanting me to die. You should surely try that. I always lick knives, even though they told me I shouldn't. Like, if it has peanut butter and I'm done using the peanut butter, I'll just lick the knife. I'm pretty sure I did nick my tongue like a couple months ago, but it didn't bleed. It just scratched it, which hurt like a mother effer. Fuck, ADHD is kicking in. Yeah, the cop says I'm not capable of living on my own. So with my best friend Jacob, who's also a YouTuber, we had a plan when we were in school. When we are older and because I can't drive. If I were to drive, I would end up either unaliving myself on accident or hurting other people. So I choose not to drive. Just because of that. Because my seizures used to be 5 to 30 seconds. But now they are lesser since I've been off my meds. For 6 years, I think it was, 2021 when I got off of them. My seizures are like 2 seconds long now, but anything can happen in 2 seconds. Like with me, if I have kids, 2 seconds seizure, they could end up grabbing a knife and accidentally hurting themselves. Or doing something dangerous. So I told Dad, don't expect me to have kids when I'm older. Because I do like kids. I want to be a babysitter. I do love kids because they are so adorable. But with me actually having a kid, CBS would probably just take them away because of my seizures. So I do want to adopt, but I don't know if I'll be able to. Like, I would want to adopt kids that's not a baby where I don't have to change their diapers and stuff because of my seizures. I'll end up screwing that up. And plus, I don't like to change crappy diapers. So whenever my nephew would do that in his diaper, I would just give him to Hannah while she was sleeping because she was the mom. I would change the pee diapers, which I'm fine with that, but with crappy ones, I'll end up gagging. I don't want to get pregnant because I'm scared. Because people still die at giving birth to their kids, but with my seizures, I'm scared of surgery. Like if my appendix burst, I would refuse surgery. I will just die. They would have to literally forcefully sedate me to do surgery before we are even on the operating table. If I were to get a C-section, if I was ever pregnant, I would rather not get a C-section and do it naturally, which would be much more painful. But the thing is, I wouldn't want men doctors because I would feel really comfortable. So I rather adopt, and the ages I would want to adopt is ages where they don't wear diapers. Like they can go to the bathroom, clean themselves up. Like if they had an accident, like scrape their knee, I'm fine with that. I'll help. But with them, if they are in bed and they have to go to the bathroom, they can just get up and go. As long as they know how to wipe themselves, because my nephew, Caden, he's like I think he's turning 16 this year. In November. He would always say, "Mama, I'm done. I need you to help me wipe and stuff." Yeah. I would want a kid that knows how to wipe and doesn't have to wear diapers at nighttime. Like they can if they're pull-ups. If they'll just wet the bed, which is fine. Because I wore diapers till I was 14, to be honest. I was embarrassed to tell anyone because people would always make fun of me because of it. And yeah, that was because Mom would always force me to wear them, even if I wanted them off. Yeah. If they want food, I'll make them food. Because no kids in my house are starving. Like, I had to have she's my biological cousin. My adopted sister I was living with in 2022. She would use the money that Mom sent me, which was $260. She was allowed to get $40. I was supposed to get the rest of the money. She used them to buy drugs and cleaning supplies. No food. I had to literally eat a frozen waffle. And the thing is, I lost like 20, 30 pounds in one night. No, in 1 week for force myself to sleep. And I would only eat lunch. Hold on. Are those the things where you can press the button on the toilet and it sprays water up? Because I've seen videos of that. And I think that person was like in America. I think we would be able to build one. I don't know. But most of the houses I've lived in, no, we never had one. Yeah, so I like to have kids. I would want to be a babysitter, but that changed. I wanted to also be a lifeguard. That also changed. Lifeguard story is I wanted to be a lifeguard. No, when I was 5, I wanted to be an actress, like be a movie star. And I was dating this guy named Jacob, not my best friend Jacob. I did date my best friend twice. It both lasted 1 month. But we stayed friends, and we still are to this day. I did like 3 other Jacobs when I was younger. I wanted to be an actress. When I was 8, I was doing chorus because Mom wanted me to be singing like her, even though I wasn't her child. So I was doing chorus, and then someone started saying, "Oh, she's lip syncing and stuff." The thing is, if I'm singing, I don't sing loud. Yeah, probably because it makes a lot more money. Like, Stranger Things. I'm pretty sure one of the actors literally got paid like $75,000 for one episode. But I wanted to be one. Going like a child one. But then Jacob had to run his mouth and say that I'm lip syncing and not actually singing, and embarrass me in front of the whole entire school. So after that, I got stage fright. That's why I never did YouTube till 2022. Lifeguard, I wanted to, and then I changed it to lifeguard now. Because I am a good singer, in person, but on camera, it makes me sound like my voice is much deeper and has like a French accent to me. So it makes me a terrible singer on video. So if I would have to sing, like in a movie, if I was a movie star, they would have to use auto-tuned to make it sound better. That's why I do acting videos on TikTok, and then I post them. Which most of them have been getting a lot of views lately. For the lifeguard thing, I would have been a lifeguard if I didn't have seizures. But the reason why I don't want to be one now is I'm not scared of water. I can swim, but the thing is, I don't like going much deeper than where my feet cannot touch the ground. Because when I was 5, Hannah pushed me under the pool, water, and almost drowned me. Yeah, so I get embarrassed because I have recorded myself singing, and when I would play it back, it would be terrible. Which is stupid. I can't even auto-tune my own voice either because it just sounds weird. Yeah. So I have a fear of deep water. I can be in water, but not with my... That would be a lamp. Ow. This? It's a... I forgot that you were on my phone. That's a snake. We bought him. Yeah. I forgot my phone was on my laptop, so I could have just picked up the phone and not my laptop, and it just fell and hit me in the melon. Yeah. We have another one, but that one's in my dad's room, and I think they want privacy for that one, but I will go in. But this one, his name is Chubby, but we call him Chubs because we got him from place that my stepmom went with her son, which is my stepbrother, my big stepbrother. He loves reptiles. I did touch him. I have a fear of snakes, but I did touch him, and because he was much calmer, and he's used to being handled. So I touched him. I didn't touch the smaller one. This one is the second snake we have. The other one is a baby. My stepbrother loves snakes. He has like a lot of reptiles. I'm pretty sure he had a bearded dragon too. But once he grabbed a snake out of the thing in 2022, I freaked out and I went on the other side because it was his room before he moved to my nan's. I moved so fast on the other side of the bed, like, do not come near me with that fucking snake. But I do have another one, so hold on. We had to put him in here because we needed electricity for the heating pad so he wouldn't die because how cold it was. Oh, my dad's stinky socks. Where is he? Oh, there you are. Hi, baby. His name is like I don't remember how to pronounce it. But have you guys seen Stranger Things and Dustin named a baby Demogorgon that? That's his name, but he's not named after the Stranger Things. He's named after like Star Wars thing? Like Dot something. But he's a baby. We didn't want him to die, so we just brought him in the bedroom. You asked, what do I mean he was your ex? Do you mean that you mean your ex's snake? I hate snakes. I would talk to the snakes, but I would be like, I still don't like you. I'm pretty sure that says this one kind of snake is actually a whale snake because it's white. If I didn't have a fear of snakes, and if the dog wouldn't try to eat him, I would take him out to show you guys. This is a big one. Literally a big chubby one. Hi, baby. I never grew up with snakes, so I didn't know that they are blind. I think my stepmom said. Oh, dang! Hi, baby. I wonder when Dad's gonna take you out to hold you. We have a kennel for the dog, because he destroys everything. So we have to put him in there for nighttime too. But we have to put him in there when we take this snake out, because last time when we first did it, he was so obsessed with it, he was trying to like either eat it or play with it. So we had to put him in a cage, and he stayed in there for 5-10 minutes. So Dad could hold the snake, so the snake could get used to being held. Dad has to do that with a small one I showed you. But he works a lot, so he doesn't have time to do that. We do feed them. I think it's rats, frozen rats. We get from the stores, which I never knew they reconnect. On knife? Holy shit! It started the time, really? Hold on, there must be several other lives on my phone now. I don't know. It says 2 minutes on this one, but that's because it says reconnecting for some reason. It reconnected me. So hold on, I'm checking. But it would be way more. When did my dad call me is the question, because what's the time now? 12:53. My phone's at 41%. Holy shit. My phone was just at 70 when I went on live, or 60 something. My Hold on, let's see if it will say how long I've been on live for on here. Let's go on my live stream on my computer, which I cannot do. Wow, judgmental. It's noon. I would have said a.m. if it was 12 a.m. Where are you? Okay. 2 people watching my live. That's what it says here. One time I was on live stream on YouTube. No, on TikTok. It said it started streaming 56 minutes ago, so I've been on here for like 56 minutes. Eat something, it's almost lunch. I already had lunch. I don't eat at 12. I eat at 10:30 for lunch. I also had pancakes. We went to IHOP, and I had an omelet, so I got full, so I didn't eat my 2 pancakes. So I had that for technically breakfast, almost lunch, and then at 10:30 I had noodles. But I am gonna probably have a sandwich. Usually I don't have breakfast. I usually skip and then have like lunch. But if I'm hungry, I'll have breakfast whenever I'm hungry. If I have cereal, which I don't have right now because I've ate the rest of it. If my dad's sleeping, I would have it like 7, 8 when my stepmom's working. But when she's home, I don't have breakfast. But I do have lunch, and then I have supper. Wait, I did a live stream on April 1st? I don't remember doing that. Oh, I was curling my hair this day. And my dress was open in that one. Oopsie. It's almost 11 here. Noon or nighttime? I didn't have my dinner. Oh. With me, I wouldn't eat supper because I didn't feel like it, so I would have noodles. I don't know if you're an adult or a kid, but because some kids actually watch my live streams from their mom's phones, because my lives would be like not made for kids, because how much I swear. Like, if you're 16, 15, and up, that's fine to be on my live stream, because I literally would swear at age 10. Yeah, that's how much neglect. If you're not like in a bad household, like where you would get beaten for just trying to get food to eat, just go and get yourself something to eat. I'll probably still be live streaming, because I'm pretty sure if you're a kid and your parents are sleeping, yeah, don't wake them up. I learned the hard way. But yeah, go get something to eat. Just be quiet and not wake up your parents if you live with your parents. Yeah, I'm a bad influence. Oh. So go get some then. Oh, what are you having? I don't know what we're having, but we were supposed to have like Easter supper Sunday at 10. No, not at the time. We were gonna use this plug that I'm using to charge my phone to use the crock pot, because that's what we've been doing. To cook like chicken all day in it, for Easter supper. But my dad had to work a taxi. He has to work taxis Friday, Saturday, and Sunday because someone can't make it. Hey, at least you don't have to sneak food. And at least your mom doesn't forget to feed you. Because, I would be in my room all the time in 2023. And my favorite supper. I have to do another update on my phone, really? 2:57 a.m. on the 11th. Okay. Yeah, I know what you meant after we edited. I was like, with a player? What's that? Oh, I tried this for the very first time a couple of weeks ago. But my tongue was hurting because my stepmom got me Skittles that was so sour. It was hurting my tongue. But the dumplings I tried, it was at a Chinese place, was good. We also went back to the Chinese place last week, I think it was. It was the same one, but I get sweet and sour chicken now because it's good. I always thought the red sweet and sour sauce was actually the duck sauce, and the gray one was sweet and sour. They're not like my very favorite of mine. Oh. With me, I'm a very picky eater. So if my family is having any seafood like fish, lobster, which I've never had lobster, but I've had fish and I don't like it. With them, they can afford lobster because how expensive they are now. But they would get fish things. So if they make fish, Dad will go out on his way, which no one has ever done that to me before, and make me a different food. Like, I would have ramen noodles. Most of the time, whenever my adopted mom would have lobster or fish, but sorry, crap. Yeah. So my adopted mom, she would make me mac and cheese. Every time she does have lobster, but if it's fish, I would have to make noodles. Okay, bye. Maybe a call. Yeah, so that person had to go. And eat supper. Hey, fun fact about me, no one knows. Bye. I can't breathe out of my nose since I was 5, so with me, I have to literally sleep with my mouth open so I won't suffocate in bed. And I'm pretty sure that had something to do with Gary choking me. But because I was able to breathe when I was a kid, but then all of a sudden he started choking me when I was a teen, and then that's when trouble started happening. Yeah. Hi, baby boy. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Are you sleeping? I think you're sleeping. Yeah. Well, that's the end of the live. I'm probably gonna make a YouTube video now. I don't know if when Dad's coming home, but he says he shouldn't be out all day. So yeah, he's working on a roof now because he does do construction. And in the wintertime he does do taxi, to help out. Because if it's wintertime and you're on a roof, there's a chance you could fall and hurt yourself. So yeah. Bye.